as the Bears alum, what grade are you giving your old squad?
Brad, I gave him an A. You know, trading up to get Justin Fields was big for me. And you know, I'm not the guy that wants to trade up, but I thought this was a good trade. Justin he's the future. And I think you start him off slow. He will be there for a long time. And then you get Tevin Jenkins, the offensive tackle who played both sides, left and right tackle. I like these two picks. And then you look at the rest of them. They just come right in. They're going to plug right in and play. I love this. I love the draft by the Bears. I give them A.
And the fans agree. Bears fans unite. Let's go. Justin Fields kicking off the A for the draft grade there. Way to work, Curtis Conway. All right, Bucky, you're up now with the Vikings draft class, which saw a trade down, still netted some pretty good players.
Yeah, no, I thought this was a solid overall draft. I'm going to give them a B for their efforts. When I think about the Minnesota Vikings, I understood that they wanted to come in and attack the offensive line. They did that. Christian Darrisaw comes over. They get Wyatt Davis. Now they can go back to being the physical team that they want to be at the line of scrimmage. And then they get Kellen Mond, the quarterback. Look, Kirk Cousins is polarizing for some Viking fans, but look, he's been solid. You want to get a young guy in the pipeline just in case you maybe can have a competition down the line. Kellen Mond is an experienced quarterback, gives them a chance, and you can't go wrong when you take a Tar Heel. Chaz Surratt is another one that gives them some quality depth on the linebacker core.
Indeed, quite a haul for the Vikings there in the third round, perhaps getting some real value for GM Rick Spielman, and Vikings fans agree. Solid B for the Minnesota Vikings on their draft class. All right, now we got to get you back to DJ's version of science here. Thankfully, Cynthia has left, so she can't provide any resistance here to your methodology, but this is based on DJ's top 150. You're looking at the top 8 teams that get the most of his top 150 prospects in their draft class, and right there, number 7, the Detroit Lions get 7 picks within your top 50. What kind of grade, then, does that translate to for you, Deej?
I'm really impressed with your counting there, Rhett. I'm going to give him a B+ when you kind of look at this formula and how it comes together. And this was a BBD, and I'm not talking about Belle Biv DeVoe. I'm talking about a big boy draft. When you look at what they did at the line of scrimmage, Sewell on the offensive line, Onwuzurike as a defensive tackle, Aleem McNeil as a plugger on that defensive line. This was another bad creation here. This was BBD, ABC, BBD, East Coast family is what we're getting to.
Wow, and hey, we are right on right here. Voice of the fans today because they agree to the letter. B+ from the fans for Brad Holmes' first draft as the GM there in Detroit. Okay,
I never skipped a beat, Rhett.
What's that? Yeah, well, of course not.
I never skipped a beat.
See, I get it. I understand. Curtis, let's move on to the Green Bay Packers here. What's your grade for their draft class?
I gave the Packers a C+, you know, and when I saw Elijah Moore sitting there, I thought they might take him, but, you know, this team needed a corner. And after Greg Newsome went, there were going to be a run on corners. They wouldn't took Stoke. That next pick, I don't think they get a quality corner like this guy. So I gave him a C+. But what saved him for me was this guy right here, Amari Rodgers. I mean, he could plug in. He could play in the slot. Kind of reminds you of a Randall Cobb type of player that they can put in and move in a lot of different situations. You know, I gave him a C+.